Hi everyone, welcome to the Celebrity Diaries. Chris Brown, an American R&B sensation, has made wonderful progress in the music business, gathering a total asset of $50 million. Brown's initial years were checked by a distinct fascination with music and dance. He trained himself to sing and move, displaying his gifts as an individual from his congregational ensemble. His commitment and discipline during these early stages procured him a standing as a bit of a holy messenger, mirroring his obligation to his craft. In 2004, at only 15 years of age, Brown marked an agreement with Jive Records, an essential second that set up for his future achievement. His presentation collection delivered in 2005 was a prompt that raised a ruckus around town that bore his name and went twofold platinum, a critical accomplishment for a youthful craftsman. This achievement established the groundwork for what would turn into a renowned lifetime following his presentation. Brown delivered his second collection, Selective, in 2007. This collection further established his status in the music business, with various singles moving to the highest point of the diagrams. Hits like Kiss and With You, he displayed his flexibility and capacity to spellbind crowds. The collection's prosperity was a demonstration of Earthy's developing impact and ubiquity in spite of his initial victories. Earthy's profession has been defaced by private difficulties. The most remarkable of these was his exceptionally pitched fight with his then-sweetheart Rihanna in February 20. This episode brought huge contention and legitimate issues, creating a shaded area over his expert accomplishments. The squabble was a distinct differentiation to the picture of the faithful church-going youthful craftsman that Brown had once epitomized. In the years that followed, Brown kept on delivering music and keeping a presence in the business, while none of his resulting collections arrived at the levels of his initial two. They actually performed well financially, mirroring his perseverance through claims. Brown's profession has been a blend of melodic victories and individual mishaps, showing the frequently violent nature of life at the center of attention. Christopher Maurice Earthy, otherwise called Chris Brown, was brought into the world on May 5, 1989, in Tappa Harbor, Virginia. His initial life was formed by a mix of relational peculiarities and individual yearnings that would later fuel his ascent to fame. Earthy's folks, Joyce Hawkins and Clinton Brown, each held particular jobs. Locally, Hawkins as a kid care-focused chief and Brown as a jail official, the couple's marriage didn't last, prompting their separation when Chris was youthful. The partition significantly affected the family, with Hawkins turning into a survivor of aggressive behavior at home from her new accomplice growing up. Chris Earthy found comfort and motivation in music. He trained himself to sing and move, drawing impact from his deities. Usher and Michael Jackson, these melodic symbols close by his folks' soul record assortment, assumed a crucial part in forming Brown's initial creative advancement. The records acquainted him with different sorts, as well as likewise assisted him with developing a one-of-a-kind sound that would later characterize his vocation at 16 years old, driven by an energy for music and with the backing of his mom. Chris Brown left on a mission to get a recording contract. This excursion driven him to New York, where he searched out a specialist to assist him with breaking into the business. His endeavors proved to be fruitful when he endorsed with Jive Records and started work on his self-named debut collection delivered in 2005. Chris Brown denoted the start of his expert music vocation. The collection's lead single Running made a noteworthy introduction on the diagrams. It immediately turned into a hit, procuring Brown the differentiation of being the main male craftsman to have a presentation single reach #1 on the announcement Hot 100 diagram since Montel Jordan 1995. This accomplishment featured Brown's quick effect on the music business and set up for his future outcome in 2007. Chris Brown delivered his second studio collection, Restrictive. This collection made a prominent presentation at #4 on the Bulletin 200 graph, displaying his developing impact in the music scene. Select was monetarily effective, as well as additionally bringing forth the hit single Kiss, which bested the Bulletin Hot 100 graph. This track hardened Earthy's situation as a noticeable figure in popular and R&B music. Brown kept on expanding on his accomplishment with the arrival of his third collection of spray paintings. 2009, while it didn't accomplish a similar degree of achievement as its ancestors, showed his capacity to develop masterfully. The next year, he delivered distinction which turned into a defining moment in his profession. Acclaim appeared at number 1 on the Bulletin 200 diagram. Furthermore, Procured earthy colored his most memorable Grammy grant for Best R&B Collection, denoting a significant accomplishment in his vocation. In 2012, Brown delivered Fortune, which additionally arrived at number 1 on the Billboard 200, further laying out his strength in the music industry. That very year, he delivered X, exhibiting his capacity to create assorted and connecting with music. His result went on with the cooperative collection Enthusiast of a Fan. The collection in 2015, followed by Sovereignty likewise in 2015, and Tragedy on a Full Moon in 2017. Brown's 9th studio collection, Indigo, delivered in 2019, turned into another feature of his profession. It appeared at number 1 on the Bulletin 200, showing his progress with significance. Also, in the music business, he followed this accomplishment with his 10th studio collection, Brie, in 2022, further solidifying his place as a main craftsman, all through his vocation. Chris Earthy-Colored Brown has been a functioning entertainer, visiting broadly to help his collections. He has imparted stages to other music symbols, including Beyoncé NES during her Beyoncé Experience visit and Rihanna on her Great Young Lady, We're Terrible. These encounters have assisted him with building a vigorous fan base and feature his dynamic live exhibitions starting around 2023. Chris Brown has sold in excess of 197 million collections and singles overall, making him one of the top-selling craftsmen universally. His honors incorporate 1 Grammy grant, 18 BAT grants, 4 Board Music grants, and 14 Soul Train Music grants. His accomplishments in 2023 included outperforming Elvis Presley for the most Rhea Gold-insured singles by a male craftsman and establishing the standard for the most melodies on the Billboard Hot 100 among male vocalists. Furthermore, his collection Under the Impact in Walk 2023 made him the 5th craftsman in announcement history to accomplish 10 number 1 hits on the Billboard R&B Hip Bounce. Airplay graphs different activities. Chris Earthy's profession broadens different tasks, a long way past the limits of music, exhibiting his enterprising soul and innovative vision through different undertakings from style to innovation. Brown has wandered into various fields, exhibiting his various interests and gifts. In October 2009, Brown sent off Mechanical Faker, a way of life site pointed toward organizing and advancing the most recent patterns in innovation music culture style and arising brands as the site inventive. Chief Earthy-Colored's job includes forming its heading and content, mirroring his profound commitment with contemporary culture and his obligation to affecting patterns past the music business. In May 2012, Brown extended his innovative pursuit by teaming up with famous craftsman Ron English to make a novel line of restricted version toys and figures called Imbecilic English. This joint effort revealed at the display toy workmanship in Los Angeles combined Brown's imaginative vision with English's famous style, bringing about collectible pieces that joined craftsmanship in mainstream society. The same year, Brown wandered into design with the send-off of his road-wear clothing line, Dark Pyramid, in cooperation with the organizers behind Pink Dolphin. Dark Pyramid, which appeared in 2012, immediately acquired consideration for its striking plans and metropolitan allure. By 2016, the brand was ready for a more extensive delivery, collaborating with roadwear lines like Kills for worldwide dissemination. Dark Pyramid's development displayed Brown's capacity to mix his own style with more extensive market patterns. In November 2013, Brown additionally differentiated his portfolio by collaborating with Sprayground, a New York-based rucksack organization. Together, they sent off the Intrusion Container Assortment, a restricted line of custom rucksacks that mirrored Brown's particular style and flair for special design explanations. December 2015 saw Brown working together with the Japanese-style brand, a washing gorilla, where he turned into the substance of the brand's extravagance line. Vape Dark Mark. This organization proceeded with a washing primates custom of VIP supports, continuing in the strides of specialists like Travis Scott. Earthy's association with Bape Dark name featured his impact in the style world and his capacity to drive top-of-the-line style in a move that mixed his enterprising soul with cheap food. Brown declared in 2015 that he possessed 14 Burger Lord eateries anyway. By 2022, he uncovered that he had sold his arrangement of cheap food establishments, denoting a huge shift to his greatest advantage. In 2021, Brown wandered into the food business once more, this time with an imaginative win. He sent off his own Oat Blustery's enormous smash in organization with Sofo Snack. The restricted-release collectible breakfast cereal was a perky expansion to his variety of adventures, mirroring his progressing interest in novel buyer items. May 2023 saw Brown teaming up with German 3D-printed shoe organization Z Originator Nose Brews and the roadwear and culture organization The Prophets to present his line of 3D-printed slides marked as NAMI. This creative undertaking joined progressed innovation with style, exhibiting Earthy's capacity to remain at the forefront of arising patterns in October 2023. Brown took on another job as an envoy and top dog in the co-creation division of Faraday Future Smart Electric Inc., a California put-together startup centered with respect to electric vehicle improvement. Thanks for watching this video.